Welcome back to Learn Arabic with Manar. For the last 2 weeks we have been talking about parts of the day and we used them in a lot of examples. Today we will continue under the same topic. We will talk about morning, afternoon and evening and we will see them in different examples. Yalla, let's start. Now let's talk about morning. Morning is صبح. And the different expression for صبح are the morning الصبح, every morning كل صبح, every day in the morning كل يوم الصبح, since the morning من الصبح, at the morning عند الصبح. We could use the word الصبح to explain activities or things happened in the past or something will happen in the future by using past tense or future tense. Let's see the examples. الصبح فقت بكير. In the morning I woke up early. الصبح in the morning. We don't need the preposition in. Here in Arabic we don't say في الصبح, we just say الصبح and we mean in the morning or at the morning. فقت I woke up. بكير early. الصبح فقت بكير. If we want to talk about something will happen in the future, we will use the future tense and it will be الصبح لح في بكير. الصبح لح في بكير. In the morning I will wake up early. الصبح in the morning. لح في I will wake up. By adding لح at the beginning we are forming future will. في I wake up. بكير early. الصبح لح فيق بكير. What if you want to talk about something happening regularly every morning? In this case you will say كل يوم الصبح, every day in the morning, or you could just say كل صبح, every morning. And after you will use the present continuous. كل يوم الصبح بنشرب قهوة سوا. كل يوم الصبح every day in the morning بنشرب we drink قهوة coffee سوا together. كل يوم الصبح بنشرب قهوة سوا. Or you could just say كل صبح بنشرب قهوة سوا. Every morning we drink coffee together. If you have been doing something since the morning and you just finished now, or you keep doing it, in this case you could use the phrase من الصبح, since the morning, and after you could use present continuous. من الصبح ما قعدت. Since the morning I didn't sit down. So you were so busy and working all day long since the morning. من الصبح, since the morning. ما قعدت, I didn't sit down. The negation ما, and after قعدت I sat down. من الصبح ما قعدت. Or you could just say من الصبح عم اشتغل. Since the morning I am working. من الصبح, since the morning. عم اشتغل, I am working. Present continuous. من الصبح عم بشتغل. من الصبح ما قعدت. Also we have the phrase at the morning. عند الصبح. Usually most people will use it in a negative connotation. So if you saw someone you don't like to see them and you could just tell them شو بدك عند الصبح? What do you want at the morning? So be careful using this expression because sometimes it will give a negative impression if you are talking to someone. What do you want at the morning? شو بدك? What do you want? عند الصبح, exactly it means at the morning, but it gives the feeling of early in the morning or this early in the morning, so you are not happy to see this person and you don't really want to know what they want. شو بدك عند الصبح? What do you want from me this early in the morning? Be careful using this expression. In Arabic we have verb to describe our situation in the morning, so we use the verb صبحت. I morninged. It's not exist in English, but this is the exact meaning. So it means like what I did in the morning and how I passed my morning. So for example, صبحت صباح حلو. I passed a nice morning. صبحت, it means I passed my morning. صباح, it is morning. حلو, nice. صبحت صباح حلو. Now we have noon, and in Arabic we have different periods for the noon. We have noon, which is exactly the middle of the day. It is الظهر, noon, الظهر. We have the early afternoon, which is بعد الظهر. It is after the mid of the day, an hour after the mid of the day, بعد الظهر. So it's between 12 and 1. We call it بعد الظهر. And we have after early afternoon, which is العصر. العصر usually it lasts from 2 o'clock till before the sun set. الظهر, noon. بعد الظهر, early afternoon. العصر, mid afternoon. We don't have all the different expressions as we had for the previous periods because it is short time. So we just could say the times alone, or we could say every day, and after we put ظهر, عصر, or بعد الظهر. What I mean? كل يوم الظهر, every day at noon. كل يوم بعد الظهر, every day in the early afternoon. كل يوم العصر, every day in the mid-afternoon. Let's see some examples using one of them, and what we use for this, it apply to the other two. So for example, خلينا نلتقي الظهر. Let us meet at noon. خلينا, let us. نلتقي, we meet. الظهر, at noon. In Arabic, we don't need a preposition before the word ظهر to explain that we are meeting at noon. We just use the word by itself. خلينا نلتقي الظهر. Another example would be كل يوم بعد الظهر بحب آخذ قيلولة. Every day in the early afternoon I like to take a nap. كل يوم, every day. بعد الظهر, early afternoon. بحب, I like. آخذ, I take. قيلولة, a nap. كل يوم بعد الظهر بحب آخذ قيلولة. A quick note, several of our words has the letter ق. I made a video about how to pronounce the letter ق in the Levantine dialect. You could check it over there if you didn't see it yet. So we said فقت, قعدت, نلتقي. All of them, they have the letter ق, but some regions of the Levantine dialect, they don't pronounce it ق, they pronounce it a. So you hear it فقت, or you could hear it فقت. Both of them, they are right. But for example, the word قيلولة, it is also, you could hear it قيلولة, or you could use it أيلولة. It's less used, but some people, they would say it in some regions. قعدت, you could say قعدت or قعدت. Both of them, they are right. The examples that we used, it applies for the three different periods of the noon, like ظهر, noon, بعد الظهر, early afternoon, العصر, mid-afternoon. Now we arrive to the sunset, and for the sunset we have the word الغياب. الغياب, it is the period when the sun is getting ready to set. It's like about an hour or an hour and a half. We use it also as we talked about the noon, so we could say كل يوم الغياب, every day at the sunset. We don't mean the sunset exactly, but we mean like half an hour before and half an hour after. So كل يوم الغياب بتمشى على البحر. كل يوم الغياب بتمشى على البحر. Every day at the sunset I take a walk by the sea. كل يوم, every day. الغياب, the sunset. Also, I repeat, it's not exactly the moment when the sun is setting. It is like half an hour before and half an hour after. كل يوم الغياب. بتمشى, I take a walk. على البحر, by the sea. كل يوم الغياب بتمشى على البحر. Now we have the evening, المساء. Also, it's not a long period of time, so we don't have a lot of expressions using the word المسا. We just have المسا بشوفك, I would see you in the evening, or كل يوم المسا بحضر العشاء. Every day in the evening I prepare dinner. كل يوم, every day. المسا, in the evening. Again, we don't need preposition in Arabic, we just mention the period. كل يوم المسا, every day in the evening. بحضر, I prepare. العشاء, the dinner. كل يوم المسا بحضر العشاء. What if you have been doing something from the morning to the evening and you didn't stop and you want to explain this in Arabic? In this case, you will use من الصبح للمسا. From the morning to the evening. Morning to night. من الصبح, from the morning, للمسا, to the evening. And you'd say من الصبح للمسا وأنا عم أركض. من الصبح للمسا عم أركض. From morning to night I'm running. من الصبح, since the morning, or from the morning. للمسا, to the evening. عم أركض, I am running. It doesn't mean here that you were really running, but it means that you were busy and you didn't have time to do anything else. من الصبح للمسا عم أركض. Small note here, if you notice in our expressions we use بشوفك بالليل, بشوفك بالنهار. But we said بشوفك الصبح, بشوفك المسا. We use the preposition ب with ليل, night, and with daytime, نهار. But we didn't use the preposition ب with صبح, مسا, and ظهر. Why that? Because the daytime, نهار, and the night, ليل, they have the feeling of duration. So we are doing something inside this time. That's why we use ب. So we will say بشوفك بالليل, بشوفك بالنهار. But for morning, evening, I would say بشوفك الصبح, بشوفك المسا. This apply also to every day. كل يوم. So I would say كل يوم بالنهار. Every day during the day. كل يوم بالليل. Every day during the night. But I would say كل يوم الصبح. Every day in the morning. كل يوم المساء. Every day in the evening. I will use ب only with نهار and ليل. We don't use it with صبح and مساء. Pay attention to this small note. If you have any question, just leave me a comment and I will answer you. Try to use all these expressions that we learned in these last 2 videos and leave me comments and I will correct it for you. Thank you for joining me today. If you like today's lesson, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to check more expressions in Arabic, you could see it over here. If you want to see more grammar, you could see it over there. See you there. Yalla bye.